Over the last few months, I've received a number of emails asking if I'd like to work with certain sites to both promote their content on my channel and in my videos. Gambling sites, CD key sites, and even some phone apps. But none of them seemed like a good fit for the content that I like to provide or for my audience. But recently the creator of Pro Gamer Grips for Xbox One contacted me with an opportunity. He offered to send me a pair of gamer grips to try out and review on my channel. I had yet to do anything like this so far, but after looking up the product online, I decided to give it a try. Now I want to be straightforward, this video is not sponsored in any way. These grips were sent to me to review, and that's about it. If at the end of the review you end up thinking that you want to purchase these and you want to try them out for yourselves, I do have an affiliate link in the description below, but I'm not being paid to make this review. Today I'd like to share with you what these grips actually are, how they work, and tell you what I like and don't like about them after using them for about 2 weeks. They were also nice enough to provide me with one extra pair of these things that I can give away to one of you, but more on that later on. The Pro Gamer Grips for Xbox One are intended to create better balance and distribute weight evenly to require less contact while holding the controller. The goal is to optimize the Xbox One controller to adapt to gamers' hands of the age 18 and above. The Xbox controller has to work for all ages, which means those with larger hands can have uncomfortable long play sessions. The grips have been designed to be more comfortable and ergonomic for larger hand sizes and fit securely on the controller, but are easily removed and reapplied. They are meant to be durable and prevent long-term fatigue by sticking to the hands naturally through the fingertips, palm contours, and textured surface. Looking at the grips, you can see the finger grips on the back, the palm contours on the front, and the different textures all around to create a good grip for your hands. The version I received also came with some thumbstick grips. These are easily applied to the thumbsticks and provide a decent texture on top to prevent your thumbs from slipping. They also provide a sort of cushion to the thumbsticks, making them more comfortable to use in general. The way they are applied is by pushing the grips onto each handle of the controller. They can be applied in about 1 minute without much effort, but they do not budge once they're secured. That being said, they can easily be removed and applied to a different controller. There's a more complex way to apply them to the controller, which includes dunking the grips in warm water and drying them before applying, but I found that they fit just fine without that step, so that's what I did. Once applied, you'll notice something right away. The controller just got heavier. But like I said before, the goal is to make the weight more evenly distributed in your hands. That being said, if you don't already like the weight of your controller, if you think it already weighs too much with the battery packs and other things that you have, these may not be the grips for you. I wasn't a huge fan of the extra weight of the controller with the grips attached, but at the end of the day, I didn't really notice an issue because of that. So how do they feel? At first glance, after installing, they seem normal. But you don't really notice until you start playing a game and your natural habits start to take over. I fired up Pubg for the first time after installing the grips, and I felt that my hands were out of place, but it was most likely because my muscle memory was just being challenged with new information. Playing hundreds, if not thousands of hours on Xbox One with the standard Xbox One controller, you build up certain habits and tendencies. How you hold a controller, how you move your fingers in certain situations to accommodate for where your hands are. Adding something new to the mix will understandably throw you off for a little bit. After playing a few rounds, I felt more comfortable, and after that, I didn't really even notice that I was being held back by the new grips on my controller. I've been using them for about 2 weeks now, and I feel very comfortable with them. I find I don't adjust my grip as much during the 30-minute Pubg match as I used to without their grips. And I think that boils down to the fact that there's not enough room on the controller with these grips applied for my hands to roam around, as the grips widen the controller a fair bit. But with that being said, if you have small hands, these grips also may not be for you. I wouldn't say I have large hands necessarily. I barely fail to palm a men's basketball, if you can use that as a sort of reference, but I find these grips fit my hands comfortably and help minimize the movement while playing long missions or matches. I don't use the grips all the way down on the handles, as I felt my index fingers were too far away from the triggers, and it didn't really seem like I would be able to play properly using the entire grip. And what I mean by that is the ridges on the back where you have the notches where your fingers will go over them. I didn't use the one on the very bottom. I started a notch up, and that felt way more natural to me, so I kept it that way. Another thing these grips do is make the vibration of your controller more subtle. Some games have some very intense vibration settings, and these grips help distort the shock value of those moments. A lot of times in Pubg, if I get shot out of nowhere, it physically scares me because of the vibration setting that I have. But with these applied, you can definitely notice a more subtle vibration, especially when auto-firing with weapons. It just feels a little bit better than the normal vibration of the controller. But whether or not that's a positive or a negative feature is really up to your discretion. But let's go ahead and take a minute to go over what I like about the Pro Gamer grips and what I don't necessarily like. I like the rubberized feel of the grips, and the overall construction seems very, very solid. It's very well made. You can tell that it's not going to fall apart or pick apart or anything like that. These are going to last a long time, and they'll go through the wear and tear. I can tell just over my 2-week span of playing with them just about every night, these things aren't going to mess up anytime soon. The thumbstick grips were actually great, and I didn't really expect to even get these, but they help keep your thumbs where they need to be at all times, and they include that cushiony feel like I was talking about on the thumbsticks, and I think that just makes it a little bit more comfortable. But I definitely like those thumbsticks and the fact that my thumbs won't slip off of the thumbsticks anymore. I also like the fact that the grips create greater distance between your hands, making your grip on the controller more consistent. Even if you don't have very large hands, you can easily touch your other fingers just by reaching across the controller, and sometimes you can run into each other. If you're trying to run with the left thumbstick and you're trying to use the D-pad at the same time with your right thumb, you can kind of get in the way of each other just because of how far over your left thumb is going because of your position on the controller. But with these, it seems to spread them out a little bit, make it more evenly distributed, and so I think that that's a good feature of it. And last but not least, I like the fact that no ports on the controller are actually blocked by these grips, and the fact that the grips are easy to apply and remove if needed. Like I said, they come off really quick and they go on, within a minute to put both the grips on securely. Now, what don't I necessarily like about the grips? They take some time to get used to, but that's completely understandable. Just because, like I said, the muscle memory that you have with your controller, it's something that it's hard to break, so adding something to the fray is going to throw you off for a little bit. They make my controller a little heavier than I would like. It's nothing too terrible, but I did notice that, these things add a little bit of weight, but it wasn't a huge deal, it's just something that I noticed. And they may not work well for those with smaller hands. Overall, I have to say that I have enjoyed my time with the Pro Gamer grips for Xbox One. During the couple weeks that I used them, I did play well in Pubg. I got about 5 wins, including 2 with you guys on stream. Little selfless plug there. I'm in no way a pro gamer, and I'll never pretend to be, but these grips should help give you a more consistent grip on your controller, allowing longer play sessions with less discomfort. If you are interested in purchasing the Pro Gamer grips for Xbox One, I have an affiliate link in the description below, so be sure to check out that link. The grips are currently $8 for the controller grips alone and $10 for the controller grips with the thumbstick grips included. If you're trying to decide between these two, I'd definitely spend a little bit extra to get the thumb grips because I feel for a couple extra bucks, it's worth it. Now for the giveaway that I mentioned before. Like I said, they were nice enough to allow me to give one of these away to one of you guys on this video, so you'll get 1 pair of the Pro Gamer grips for free. If you want to enter into the giveaway, type #grips in the comment section below. I'll draw the winner 1 week from today and notify them via the YouTube comment section and my Twitter feed. So good luck to all that enter, and thanks again to the guys at Pro Gamer Grips for giving me the review copy of these Pro Gamer Grips and the ability to give one away to you guys as well. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content. I had a lot of fun doing this review, and it's the first of my kind on my channel, so hopefully as we grow, we gain more opportunities like this, and your support only helps that process, so thank you very much. Remember to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord, the links are in the description below. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Have you ever tried any grips like this before? If you did enjoy this format, this type of video, make sure to let me know in the comments just so I have some feedback on it, because like I said, this is the first time that I've done anything like this on YouTube. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.